here comes Erica Torres.
Oh yes, the witch is in the room here at Diamonds Are Forever.
Tell me a bit about the background of Erica Torres, Brittany.
Erica Torres is the American witch. She comes in at a cat's claw and a raven's tail, and she is here to add some witchy magic to reality of wrestling. It is not looking good for Raychell Rose here for this title defense, as this woman has a lot of spells in her playbook.
Spells are going to be needed to dethrone the Queen of House Rose, Raychell Rose, our current reigning Diamonds Division Championship. But a witch, a witch might get the job done, Kirby. You never know.
Absolutely. What I'm hearing right now is that we're literally about to witness a fairy tale unfold before us. The witch versus the queen. I'm pretty sure I've seen that movie somewhere before.
I think that it's probably happened somewhere in the Disney landscape. Nevertheless, this is not Disney. This is real life. This is Erica Torres here at the Reality of Wrestling for Diamonds Are Forever. The knee for the Queen of House Rose and the current reigning and defending Diamonds Division Champion. Kirby, how did Raychell Rose find herself in this position as the champion?
She won the championship at the Summer of Champions in an exciting triple threat match, but ever since then, she has left a trail of defenses behind her, and Erica Torres could very well be the next one in line. We've seen the likes of Roxy try to win that championship back, to no avail. Promise Braxton, to no avail. Mia Friday, to no avail. Everyone just keeps bending the knee to the Queen.
Well, here she is. She's gonna now have to face a witch. As you said, the American witch, Erica Torres, with the Queen of House Rose, ever confident. And I've always said this, we're gonna get into it a little bit, what that championship can do to you and do for you as these two women stare at one another in the center of the squared circle for one of two championship matches. This is your co-main event for Diamonds Are Forever.
Now, as you said before, Kirby, she has defended this title on several occasions, but I mean, you as the historian here at Reality of Wrestling, you do realize that a lot of those were kind of questionable defenses. I mean, walking out of a match, disqualifications. I mean, really, do you really consider those defenses?
Semantics, Brittany. At the end of the day, you walk in here with the championship, right? Therefore, you are the champion. As far as I'm concerned, Raychell Rose has been walking in here as champion, and she continues to walk out as champion.
Are you a commentator or a politician over there, Corey?
Right? That's
semantics.
Collusion.
Collusion. There's collusion. As we get this match underway, of course, the American Witch taking on the Reality Wrestling Diamonds Division Champion, Raychell Rose. There must be a winner, and I was inferring to this earlier regarding Raychell Rose's, when you win that title, you get that championship level confidence, and it's indescribable. You have to have won it to understand it, but for some reason you feel like, hey, I've made it to the mountaintop and nobody can touch it.
That is true. I had talked to Raychell earlier about her opponent, Erica Torres, and she said, magic isn't real. It's all about determination and hard work. So the luck and magic of Erica Torres is not going to get over on her today.
Do you believe in magic, Brittany?
Only in a young girl's heart.
And as Raychell Rose now rolls back into the ring, and just tees off on the American Witch. And now Erica Torres all over Raychell Rose, and a right to the eyes, a right to the eyes.
Oh, and I've said it several times before about Raychell Rose, you have to watch out for those legs and those kicks. On commentary, I've given her a couple nicknames, and one of them is Daddy Long Legs, and Halloween season is here, so it fits perfectly, because if she hits you with those things, you're out.
Definitely. The poise and the ability of a spider is Raychell Rose. Kirby, carry on.
Absolutely. Brittany wants to talk about those kicks from Raychell Rose. Lest we forget, off with her head is a kicking maneuver, and that is how she's been winning all these matches as of late.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Raychell paused a little too much on that run back to the corner there. Getting a shoulder driven right into her midsection. Oh no!
Whoa! Cover here. 1, 2. Second away from being decrowned or dethroned as the Diamonds champion was Raychell Rose.
That's gotta shake you up a little bit, realizing you was so close to losing it all.
You know, we talk about believing in magic here, and I'm going to be honest, if Erica Torres manages to pull this off, I myself will be claiming magic is real if Erica Torres can defeat Raychell Rose here tonight and claim that championship for herself.
Raychell Rose has been so impressive, Kirby, you are right, but will that championship level confidence that I alluded to turn into a championship level? Cover one, championship level cockiness. That's the one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to think that you're untouchable to the extent of somebody comes up here and says, oh yeah, I'm taking your time.
You are right about that, Brad. And I mean, I feel like we've seen that a little bit already. The fact that she's walked out on one of her matches, the fact that she has won by quote unquote any means necessary. These matches do have a championship advantage, and if she just wants to leave and be counted out, she could still be champion.
Shot there from Erica Torres, but just putting a stop to it and just stomping on the back of the spine.
Oh no.
What is she gonna do with that left arm?
Oh.
This looks like a very bad spot here, y'all, as now Raychell Rose is twisting that arm back, and as you mentioned, her long legs are helping her maintain this hold here.
Give it a little clap there. A little high five to Erica Torres.
Oh, look at this. This is not a position you want to find yourself in a championship
no.
encounter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She could have dislocated her shoulder. Erica trying to shake some life into it.
Her arm went back into the left. No JFK as she pins her into the corner there and throws her almost to the outside.
Raychell should stay on Erica though, as it's dangerous to walk away from her.
I think Erica Torres needs to start pulling out some of the magic out of her spell book here if she wants to get back into this matchup and heal herself, because this is just an assault from the Queen.
Stalking her prey there, the Queen with those strikes.
This is your co-main event on Diamonds Are Forever. Hold on. Championship advantage though. If Raychell Rose didn't break that hold and got the 5 count, got disqualified, she retains the championship.
She does indeed, and doing a little crying to the audience there as the Row Nation isn't taking a liking to your Queen champion, as it were.
Hey, you don't have to love who rules the world. They just rule the world. And a big German suplex from the American Witch. Trying to get her over, cover, 1, 2, and a kick out.
Impressive that Raychell Rose did kick out of that. That was a deep pin there, and that German shook the entire ring.
Incredible, incredible.
But now we've seen the Queen in this kind of spot here before. She didn't win that championship by accident, and that is exactly how she gets right back into things.
And
a hesitation drop kick in the corner. That's classic Raychell Rose going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Raychell sticking to her tried and true methods, but will they be enough for her to retain her championship?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Brittany, and that's been her motto thus far, not having to alter her strategy too much because everything she's been doing has worked to this point. But will Erica Torres be the stopping point for the reign of the Queen of House Row?
Oh, Erica with shots to the midsection there, breaking the hold. Oh. Holding on to Erica's hair there. Our referee tells her to get off of it.
Right now, almost fighting for self-preservation is Raychell Rose grabbing that top rope.
A smart move when your back is against the wall. Oh, and a little hair move of her own, Erica Torres.
The Queen got caught after missing that super kick, and now Erica Torres is just using her power here. Exploder suplex. What strength from the challenger.
Raychell Rose across the ring, cover, 1, 2, and no.
And a kick out, but also Erica needs to be careful because she is dangerously close to the ropes with that pin. Raychell could have just reached up and grabbed them at any moment.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ring awareness is something everyone needs to think about, especially in a match this size for the Reality Wrestling Diamonds Division Championship. And the American Witch crawling closer and closer to Raychell Rose, grabs her by the head.
Oh! And a 1 to Erica, 1 to Raychell. Back and forth we go. Who will be left standing? Duck the clothesline.
Oh no, she was caught. And a big spine buster. Hooks both legs, cover, 1, 2, and no.
We almost had a new champion. Kirby, what is going through Raychell Rose's mind right now, do you think?
She does not want to lose this championship at all, Brittany. She worked so hard to get that championship in, and to have somebody like Erica Torres, who is not here at the Reality of Wrestling often, to lose that championship, she doesn't want to be the one that's like, oh, I lost the championship to somebody that doesn't come here every day.
And now the American Witch finds herself in Iris position, and that's why they call it that. Raychell Rose pulling down to the top rope, and now crawling up there. What is she thinking?
I don't know, but like you said, high risk might give you high reward. So we'll see what Raychell is about to do.
Well, it looks like she might be setting her up for a superplex here. The American Witch fighting her out of it with some right hands to the rib cage. And what is this? Oh no!
Oh, is she going for it? This is it. This is Erica Torres's Phases of the Moon. Oh! And if she can nail the final phase of the moon, we may have a new champion.
Has her up.
Here it goes.
The final phase from Erica Torres. Spins her around, slams her down. Oh no, 1, 2, and a kick out. A kick out by Raychell Rose. A split second away from losing her Diamonds Championship.
I can't believe it. Erica Torres' Phases of the Moon is a devastating chain of moves here, and it's just,
And she just rises.
That just gave me the heebie-jeebies, y'all. Oh my God.
I don't think they've made a vaccine for that yet, Kirby. And has her on the shoulders.
Raychell able to get out of it.
Oh, the spear! The spear! The spear out of nowhere! Cover 1, 2, 3, no! The spear should have been all.
Raychell is shook about this.
As would anyone be, that spear has been the trademark of several of the top names in the history of this industry, including Bill Goldberg, Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, and Edge.
Oh no, Erica, but...
Oh! Beautiful super kick there from the champion. And now, y'all, I think it's time.
Is she going for it?
Oh! With her head. Cover. 1,
that's it.
2, 3, and still.
Another body claimed for the champion. as she just continues to go off with their heads as she expands the list of defenses for that Diamonds Division Championship.
I will give Raychell Rose credit for this one. She didn't walk out. She didn't get disqualified. She was in there going tit for tat with Erica Torres and still retained the Diamonds Division Championship. Wow.
Well, that is one of two back-to-back double main event here on Diamonds Are Forever. That Reality Wrestling Diamonds Championship successfully defended. Will the next title match have a similar result? We will find out momentarily, but right now Raychell Rose is able to return to her kingdom, sit down on her throne, and still look at that Diamonds Championship.